I think leadership is about having a vision and being able to communicate it. You need to be able to inspire people, and I think that goes both ways. You have to be able to listen to others and take all points of views in.
I think the most important thing that I've learned is we need to treat people like we want to be treated. As leaders, we need to provide our employees with a clear set of expectations, a good work environment, and good open communication.
I would say is the distinction between a leader and a manager. A leader is someone who has to have vision and kind of see over the horizon and predict what the future can be and try to respond accordingly or plan accordingly. And a manager is really somebody who deals more with everyday processes and people and has to make sure that things that need to get done on a daily basis actually get done.
Over and over and over in our training sessions, in our collaborations, we were reminded that our biggest resource is our employees, and I've really tried to stay true to course to that since I've had this opportunity with other colleagues.
How to determine and understand different personality types and how to speak their language, speak to them in a way that they want to be taught to. And I think if we can learn that, we can pull from the strengths of those different personality types, and we can accomplish shared goals and help people succeed personally.
That all types of people can be a leader. And so before I started this, I thought, this is my first time supervising, and so maybe I didn't have what it took to be a good supervisor or to be that great leader. And through the people mapping and learning different types of people and working with so many different types of people from around campus, it's taught me that anyone can be a leader if you have the drive and you have that you put forth the effort to learn how to be a great leader.
I think more than anything, I learned to listen better. I think it's one thing to listen to what ideas people are telling you, but to let those thoughts override your own thoughts and ideas so that you can get the true measure of what they're trying to express. So listening better.
It's important for a leader to establish a good team. A team environment is important. We should know the stages, and we should always keep them at a performing stage. And to do that, we need to build trust. We need to build motivation. We need to establish clear goals and objectives. And we also need to communicate. Communication is important not only from the leader, but it's also important for the team members.
The network and the opportunity to meet other people from around campus that are aspiring leaders, and we work very hard every day, but don't always take the time to talk about leadership and what the university's expectation of us as the frontline leaders.
I like most here was a diversity of themes or topics, and the speakers who came, they were excellent in their field.
I think the great thing about the program has been to kind of remind myself and all the rest of us that we have very different and very specific leadership styles, but it's an opportunity to learn from others and realize that we need to shift our styles from time to time to meet the situation, the people we're working with, the project that we're working on.
What I enjoyed most is learning what defines me as a leader and how I can implement my unique skills and talents within my organization in a creative leadership position.
Meeting staff, because I almost always am in contact with faculty, and I know very few staff members outside of my own division.
The thing I got the most out of was probably the people mapping session. That helped me learn about myself and my strengths. And so then I can apply my strengths to my leadership as well as my everyday work. And it also helped me learn about my Achilles heel, which I think I already knew, but now I can concentrate on it and do better.
Really enjoy the guest speakers, but I mainly enjoyed the class group, the setting. There were various people from different levels and different departments, and sharing that experience of each other was very, very rewarding. We had a lot of laughs, we shared a lot of experiences, and it was just a great group, and I was just so blessed to be a part of it.
I think the best part of it has been this has been a great opportunity to self-evaluate. We don't get a lot of time to do that in the rush of deadlines and everything else. And that opportunity to self-evaluate, I think, creeps into the way that we work in our own operation in lots of ways that we probably haven't even realized yet.
Supervising pre-service teachers can be extremely interesting and frustrating at times, and I have learned both methods and strategies to allow them to become leaders.
Learning the characteristics of the different personality traits has helped improve my communication between myself, my coworkers, and my subordinates.
I've really looked at the other people and what their personalities are to better understand them, so that hopefully that can help me to lead them and understand really where they're coming from, so to speak.
The material that I learned in this course, I actually apply that to the mentoring program that I am in charge of. Several students, we have 60 employees right now who mentor over 450 freshmen at Georgia Southern University.
One of the things, I talked a little bit about collaboration, obviously tearing down some of those walls in terms of relationship barriers or communication barriers. That has been one. So I've already had the opportunity to work with various people that I've had the experience of working in Eagle Leadership Academy with.
I've been able to determine what my leadership style was, and I've been able to apply that to my leadership style. To me, is a will-do, can-do attitude, and I've been able to apply that to myself and my team, and to get them to follow me, and it allows me also to follow management a little bit better.
This one is from Winston Churchill, see if I can get it right. We make a living by what we get, we make a life by what we give.
President Kiel mentioned to us when he visited a couple of weeks ago, listen to your employee, try to hear what they say. You don't have to do whatever they suggest, but at least show that we care. We want to work together for the good of our university.
A leader leads by example whether he knows it or not.
Kind of a concept as well as a quote, but he talks about the first thing that good businesses or great businesses do is they get the right people on the bus in terms of employees and staffing. And he says the main point is to get the right people on the bus and ultimately the wrong people off the bus. And once you get the right people on the bus, then you can figure out where to drive the bus.
Only takes a little bit more to go first class, and that comes from Michael Head.
Dr. Dina Hale shared with us a saying that says, you judge yourself by your intentions, but you judge others by their actions.
My favorite quote from Eagle Leadership is actually from Dr. Kiel. During our roundtable discussion, Dr. Kiel told us that a leader pulls the string and a manager pushes the string.
My favorite leadership quote was attributed to Colin Powell, and it says, leadership is the art of accomplishing more than the science of management says is possible.
I really like the quote that Dr. Campbell shared. She said that leadership is not about you, and leadership is all about you.
The best example of leadership is leadership by example.
What I really appreciated most about the Eagle Leadership Program was the ability to meet people across campus, see what they were doing in their disciplines, and then have the ability to take that back and apply that.
It's nice to have a little bit of formal training and to hear from successful leaders. The forum with Dr. Kiel and Steve was just excellent for that.
I think overall this experience has sort of changed my mindset and put me into the realm of being a future leader.
Basically, this program really gave me the tools, not only the tools I've already learned in my job, but just the confidence to say, hey, I'm going in the right direction.
So initially it was a good pat on the back, and then also being around and surrounded and having this experience with so many good people, it also gave me hope kind of for the future of our school and of our programs. And
one other thing that was extremely valuable to me was the opportunity to interact with my university administration, specifically Vice President Burrell and Dr. Kiel, in order for them to share kind of their expectations of how they would envision we carry out our work as staff and faculty throughout this university.
Understanding a little bit more about how we function as a group together, because we had everybody's got different attitudes, different philosophies.
I think this experience has been invaluable to me as far as being able to cross-collaborate across campus with other staff members, as well as faculty, vice presidents, and even being able to engage with the president of this university, which is an experience that probably most individuals don't have the opportunity to have.
The Eagle Leadership Program has really opened my eyes to the fact that I can be a leader. This is my 20th year on campus, so I've spent 20 years being a follower, and I'm really enjoying being a team leader now and having other people come to me with their ideas and helping them implement things that make their lives better.
The program has been awesome. It really has. I've learned so much. Sometimes you think when you're in this position that you have all the answers, but really you never have all the answers. And I've just learned that it's really important to get all of the information, get all of the facts, and just try and be consistent with your people. It's just really been a learning lesson. It's been something that's very practical, something that you can use every day, not only in your work environment, but personally in your extracurricular activities. These are just everyday things that just make you better as a person.